The problem is not the Trojan or the malicious code, or because actually most of those can be discovered by different antivirus. But is it possible to bypass the antivirus? Is it possible to be able to use a malicious code without being detected from the antivirus? Yes, it is. And this is what we're going to explain in this video. How virus or malicious code or any kind of malware can be hidden. And we're going to take some techniques, but actually I'm going to remind you with some other techniques that we took in a previous video. So let me show you one of the techniques used called warper. What is warper? Warper is to hide a malicious code or a malware inside a program or a game. So it will seem a regular program and it will run as a regular program, but it includes a malicious a malware inside. So let me show you a sample of warper, and we're gonna take an application called Yet Another Binder. It's a very old application, but it's gonna prove our concept. So Yet Another Binder, it's a program, just remove that, that can combine applications together. So let me show you how it works. Now assume that instead of taking the real server, because when you run the real server, you will not be knowing that the real server run unless you check the port. But assuming that I have two applications, I'm going to assume that this game is my regular application, while let me take another program. The calculator, I'm going to assume that this is my malware, this is my Trojan or keylogger. So now those are two separate applications. What I need to do, I need to have them in one application. And when the user runs the solitaire, it will run the malware as well. So we open Yet Another Binder, click on plus, and then we can we start selecting browse, and from the desktop I'm going to select program by program. Let me select solitaire first. Here you go. You can select anyone, no specific order, and click on OK, and then plus one more time, and browse, and what is the calculator? And you can have more than two programs, or 3 or 4, whatever you want, but you can combine many applications together. So what is the calculator? Should be here you go, and click on OK, and then I can put a sign for them, like let me put it for instance like this one, and apply, and then I'm going to run this wizard. I'm going to save it on the desktop under the name of nice game, okay, .exe, and click on save, and it will save. You can add more, you can have more than 2 or 3 applications, or even more combined, and accordingly we should find, here you go, nice game. And when you run this one, it will run those two applications, the calculator plus the solitaire. We call that warper, and we can do that with an application plus or games plus the malware that could be a Trojan or a keylogger or a virus or a worm or whatever. So how can we prevent from that? How can I know that the programs that I'm downloading do not include, because you know a lot of malware are included on those softwares that field of the internet, and people keep downloading software and they are saying it's free. Nothing is free. Whatever you are getting free, definitely you are paying something. Maybe you are paying something from your privacy, so they are gathering information about you. Maybe you are planting some kind of malware on your system, but in general, nothing is free. How can I know about that? Actually, you may notice in some of the websites that when you go, especially the professional website, like this website for instance, this is a site that allows you to download a specific program called Cryptool. It's a very nice program. But anyway, you're going to notice that some of the sites, especially the professional one, when they offer to download something, they will give you some code down here. Can you see it? This is called the file hash. And this is the way you can validate if the program has been manipulated or it includes some malicious code or not. So for instance, let's assume that I need to download this program. Let me download it. The Cryptool, the English version. And let me download it on my desktop. So I'll download it here, set up Cryptool and save it. Now, we have a technique in cryptography called hashing. And I want you to learn about hashing during this course. Hashing is a specific cryptography protocol that when you run them on a specific file, it gives you a code. And you can use that for validating the code. And we're going to see that on the next video, how to use hashing to validate a file and to check that it has not been modified.